just pulling up my computer here too. It helps me try and keep up with everything. Cheers, darling. All right, let's see. Here it is, maybe under here. I'm getting my skillet heated up to start cooking. So, okay, with just you and I, Pamela, so far. Okay. All right, we will. Trying to get this laptop going. I went and had to delete a bunch of files because it was getting full. All right, so let's see if I go to here, if I go back. All right, I got 2 thumbs up and 2 people here. Oh, 3 people's here. Let's see, hit my little live chat button. Okay, there's Pamela. 5 people's here. Well, say hello to me, people. Who's here? Trying to get it to come up. Let's see. Laura's here. Hello. How is Michigan, Miss Laura? All right, somebody left. We had 5, now we have 4. Still trying to, let's see. Trying to see if it'll get up and running for me over here, but it's not going to right now. Laura, okay, what'd she say? Hot 81 degrees. 81 is not hot, Laura. Oh, thunderstorms tomorrow. Okay, so you got some stuff coming. All right. Well, I've got a glass of wine. A lovely Chardonnay. And I've got my skillet heating up over here. I need my tongs. I'm gonna start cooking some chicken here. I've got, I think it was 3 huge chicken breasts that I sliced thin, and then cut each of those thin slices into 2. Between normal temps are high, 40 to 60. Oh, okay. It is chicken and a mushroom and wine sauce. And then it's gonna be served with some sauteed zucchini. So this is a very low calorie dish, low fat, only good fats from the olive oil. So trying to get all of this chicken in here into the pan so everybody can be happy here. And I'm making enough so that we'll have for tomorrow night as well too. So at least I think. So, all right, all the chicken is in the pan, and I've got it almost on medium. All right, that plate is out of the way. So let's see. Anybody? Okay, so we just got, looks like Laura and Pamela here. All right, somebody else just joined. Somebody came and went, I think. You're having chicken and vegetables tonight too. All right. Did you cook it yourself? Got lip gloss on my glass. Are you baking it? Are you cooking it on the grill, on the skillet? What are you doing with it? And more importantly, are you having wine with it? Hi, Zach. Crock pot cook it. Okay, I do that a lot with the big packages of chicken. I probably buy, those big packages of chicken breast. I go through at least 2 a week of those. Sparkling water tonight. Oh, you're being good. Okay. Throw a little bit of lemon in it. And make it interesting. Hey, Julie. How are you tonight? We're just getting ready to start cooking. And I don't know if I can, let's see, if I've got the, whoops, my stand kind of wanted to wiggle on me. You had pulled pork done in the crock pot last night. Ooh, pulled pork. That's good. I don't know. Let's see if I can do it. If I can see. Okay, I've got the chicken over here in the big pan. So we're just going to brown that chicken for a little while and let that cook. I'm going to turn it up a little bit, and I need to have a plate ready for whenever it's ready. So I'm just letting that cook on one side here for a second. And I'm still trying to, let's see, oh maybe, let's see if I click on it here. Maybe this is the, okay, I found it.
I've been keeping the secret
Okay.
for 2 years. Introducing the e.l.f. XX Gen Atkin
Turn that off.
Let Elfing do this.
What
I
is it?
am obsessed with creating quality beauty products that are accessible to everyone. And no one has mastered that more than e.l.f. They create products for every eye, lip, and face.
I'm having
One of the
technical
main reasons I wanted to
challenges
talk
apparently
about e.l.f. is
trying
they
to turn the
understand the
laptop
importance of
speaker
now more
off.
than ever giving back to the community. So we were able to team up with Girls Inc. and help young
Oh
budding
my goodness.
entrepreneurs with their ideas and dreams. This collection is so important to me.
Okay, there, I hit the, I got it. Well, it was, Laura, you're talking about 81. It was 81 here yesterday, and the winds were at least 20 miles per hour. It was absolutely crazy. Hey, Paula. Nope, you sure don't. So, Paula, what are you having to drink? Anything good? Wine? Did everybody have a good Easter? Do something fun? We had brunch over here, and I cheated. We ordered it in. So. Letting us get happy there. Riesling, all right. Love a good Riesling too. So, Paula, I saw your comment a while ago, just before I got on here. You've never tried limoncello. Oh my goodness, girl, you've got to try lemon. If you like the lemon flavor, it's a lemon liqueur that is just. You had a dance party with your nieces on after. What fun is that? My daughter and I used to do that, have our own little dance parties in the living room at night. Just turn on usually it was disco music. Of course, you can't party and when you're not, let's see. You have to party when you're listening to disco music. It's just part of it, yeah. Oh, you're gonna try it. Good. Yeah, I keep mine in the freezer, so it's always chilled, and then I just pull it out whenever I just want a little bit of it. Yes, Laura, disco is good dance music. It's the best, you know. So, all right, it's talking to me over here. Let's see what it's saying. All right, we're browning a little bit on one side. You can see a little bit. Probably not, it's too far away. Oh my goodness, okay. Not everyone's ready to be turned yet. That one is. I always like to make sure it's doing a little bit of the brown, crispy, crunchy stuff on the edges, you know? But this is a very, very easy recipe, and you know, I really don't even have it written down. It's just one that I just do, and it's so, on Weight Watchers, it's such a low point. Recipe. True Wants is here. Hey, sweetheart, we're cooking and having wine. Yep, Paula. Yeah, be careful when you, the lid. If you lay it on its side, make sure you. What I try and do is just so it doesn't ooze out or something. I will lean it up on one of the vegetable packages or something in the freezer. So, yeah, it's. I've got a lovely Chardonnay, and I lost it because I put it back in the fridge. Hold on. I'll grab it and show you. This is a Bonterra, and it is a California Chardonnay, vintage of 2019, and it's made with organic grapes. And let's see, it's in, and I know I'm going to butcher it, Mendocino County. Did I do good? Did I get close? But this was one, okay, one of the reasons I picked it was, where'd it go? Because it's got the little bee on it. You know I love bees. And because it's rated in the point system, one of the, I guess, 90 points. So it's rated very good. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my glass. And then I'm going to put it back because I still want to keep it chilled, because I am going to put it in with the in the skillet here in just a minute. So yeah, okay, I've got 12 people here and 6 thumbs up. 90 points toward the food group. That's right. So let's see what this is doing. We are, some of the bigger pieces are still taking a while. Maybe I just need to rotate the skillet around, maybe, to where it's apparently hotter in the middle. We'll do that. Yeah, but hopefully, yeah, so this is, you know, this is one of those quick and easy dishes, and so good. And I think the last time I did it, let's see, the zucchini is no points on Weight Watchers, and the only point that comes from it is from the good fats, which there is, you will see in just a little bit. After I take the chicken out, and then I'm going to work on the mushrooms, and I put in 1 tablespoon of butter, real butter, and 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And of course I like to use this one, and it's got the rich taste one of the extra virgin olive oil. So when I went to Italy, it was so cool. There were olive trees everywhere. Believe it, I know. Who would have thunk it, right? But, so if y'all saw the video that I did on the limoncello eyeshadow palette, I was talking about I put in there a couple of pictures, I think 3 pictures at the end of my Italy trip. And, yeah, the limoncello, the family that we stayed with on the local living tour that had, this home on a 100-acre farm on the mountain. They did olive trees, or they had olive trees everywhere, but it was not the season that they picked them and stuff, so yeah. But they made homemade limoncello, and they shared it with us one night, and it was just, of course, that was after all the wine from dinner and everything, so, but it was just amazing. Amazing. And I've been trying to talk my son into, because he loves to do different things with different liquors and stuff, and I've been giving him some pretty different bottles and stuff, and I said, I want you to learn how to make limoncello. That would be really cool. Yes, Laura. Italy was an amazing tour. Rome was filthy. And that's all I have to say about that, but it was filthy. So, all right, some of my little bitty pieces are getting done. So we're gonna start taking them out. And see, that's the color that I like to get on the chicken right there. Kind of matches my outfit as I drop it on me, right? So yeah, this is, you know, you could grill the chicken if you wanted to, but I'm going to use the pan anyway, so I'm going to need the pan anyway. So. All right. Turning everything, getting everything. Just a few more minutes, I think, for the chicken, and then we'll start the shrooms. Yeah, so I'm trying to see if anybody else is in here. So let's see, True wants, you're in Florida. How is your weather there? Are y'all doing okay? I know Laura from Michigan was just stating that they're expecting thunder. She's at 81 in Michigan. That's just wrong. And getting storms tomorrow. Thunderstorms are expected. Italy is your favorite. Florence markets are amazing. See, there were so many that I didn't get to go to. We flew into Rome, but our tour was in Umbria. So it was called the local living tour. So we stayed at a family's home, and it was just it was amazing. It's one of those once in a lifetime trips, and I so want to go back and see more. So it's on the list, you know, on that perpetual list. Whenever we can throw all those masks away and get on with our lives again, you know. So. All right, so we're turning, oh my goodness, this is looking good. These are doing good. It's talking to me, it's talking to me. And I like it when it leaves some of the stuff in the skillet, you know, the brown stuff, so that you can actually mix in with the other stuff. Kind of like when you deglaze it. Can you deglaze with mushrooms? Is that I'm not sure if that's the proper term or not, but it's just the thick ones here, that's all that's left almost. One little piece here. We'll go ahead and take it out. Whoa. So, All right, so I'm gonna let that go just another minute or two, but yeah. All right, how you feel about Germany? Looking forward to traveling back to Europe. Yes, yeah. It's just, yeah. Cindy is here. Oh my goodness, if y'all don't know Cindy, she is on here. Cindy from Seeing Blind. She's popping in here to say hello. She moved and she's got settled into her new home. Cindy, you'll have to remind, is it Tennessee or Kentucky? It's one of those. And Janie's here. Janie from Florida, from Over 60 with Claire in Florida is here as well too. So we are having a nice Chardonnay from, is Modesto? No, not Modesto. Messina? I butchered some of those names, so, oh well, it's from California. So it's a beautiful Chardonnay. Had 90 points, I guess, on the bottle. So it's a good tasting wine. And I'm making, I'm pan-searing my chicken breast. And then I'm going to start with the mushrooms. So it's going to be a chicken with mushroom and wine sauce to go on top of it. And then we've got a side of, it's going to be sauteed zucchini. Yes, true. Let's get out there and walk. I did mine first thing this morning. So thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. And you have a wonderful, wonderful walk. I was telling Mary Catherine this morning, she was talking about that she seems to not have time to walk. And I said, well, I take my phone and watch YouTube videos for all my friends when I'm walking. I watch them and then I forget, I do the like, but then I forget to comment when I get back because it's kind of hard to type while you're walking because I am a klutz and I will trip, and I have done that. So yeah, Kentucky, that's where, from Kentucky when we moved to Wyoming, now we just settled in Tennessee. Okay, I knew it was over there somewhere, yeah. So she is in Tennessee. If y'all don't know Cindy over at Seeing Blind, she is she's visually challenged because of her eyesight, and she does videos on how she overcomes, because she has a household, she has small children, and it's very interesting to watch her take on things and how being challenged, how she overcomes them, and it's really wonderful. So if y'all have not checked out Seeing Blind, go say hi to my friend Cindy. Yes. So, all right, we've got chicken. Oh, look at that one. That's got a good sear on it. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit to low for a moment. Yes, all right, so the chicken, which is right here, okay, but I'm going to set it aside because I'm going to bring it back to play with it in a little bit, you know, kind of like a cat plays with a mouse. Okay, so, all right, so what I'm doing here, I have 1 tablespoon of butter, real butter. I'm going to get, I want 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. All right, so we're going to add that in there. All right, now I'm also going to get in here, oh my goodness. Who loves the smell of garlic? Can you smell the garlic? I'm cheating, I'm using the jar. I'm taking a teaspoon of the garlic. Can you hear the sizzle? Oh my goodness. All right, got that. Now, what I have bought, I got the white mushrooms, and I cheat, and I buy the kind that is already cut up. Saves me a little bit of time. And I actually bought this is a 16 ounce. So this is the bigger one. All right, so we're gonna throw that in. And we're gonna stir all that up. Now, before I start adding my liquid, I'm just gonna keep stirring this to because you know the mushrooms, whenever you throw mushrooms in, they always add water to whatever you're doing because they're mostly water, so yeah. So we are stirring the mushrooms with that olive oil, and the butter. Just a little pat of butter. It's amazing how far a little pat of butter will go when you're cooking, but it is still enough for flavor. So we've kind of got all that. There's nothing sitting in the pan, so we're just going to kind of let those sit just a minute. Yes. So, yes, Paula, garlic is just, I always left it open in the dishwasher after I put the spoon from the garlic in there. So, Laura, I did today and yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was a bonus. It was a bonus. It was just one of those. And I got so excited I forgot to film it. But I did. I went today. I went to, she always looks like she has it together when she's cooking. It sounds completely different. I can't imagine. I could say, oh, I can only imagine. I can't. I mean, it's just, I'm sure your smells are even so much more intense. So, you know, I'm assuming that you could probably walk into somebody's kitchen and you know exactly what they're cooking because you can smell every layer of flavor. Yeah. So, all right, so we have these mushrooms and they're starting to get a little, and I wish I could, let's see. I'm going to, here, let me get this real quick, hold on. I don't want to catch the flame on there. I'm trying to show you. The mushrooms are in here, and so they're starting to brown just a little bit. I've still got the fire on low. All right, so for those to start really cooking now, I'm going to add the first, sorry, cooking, okay. That depends mostly on your hearing and touch. Really? Okay, all right. Paula, you've never cooked with mushrooms? Oh my goodness, girl. Well, you know what? I was in my 20s before I ever even tasted a mushroom. It was not something that was cooked in my house. My husband, Patrick and I were talking about that earlier today. I didn't have, till I was in my 20s, I never had mushrooms. I never had asparagus. I never had Brussels sprouts. I never had broccoli. It just wasn't what a house that, you know, my mother was very Southern cooking, and, you know, it was meat and mashed potatoes every night, or meat and potatoes, you know, anyway, so yeah. Lois is here. Hey, Lois, how are you? Laura May, have you had there's a restaurant here, the Rainforest Cafe, and they have a portobello mushroom burger, which it was, instead of a meat patty, it was a big portobello mushroom cap. Yeah. So, all right, so I'm going to stir these just one more time here. All right, now here's what I do. I got, and I just buy the Kroger brand. I love asparagus too. I love it, love it. Patrick, not so much, but I really love it. The last time I made this, I did the sauteed asparagus with it, and I just love it. And the Chihuahuas love it too. So yeah. All right, so I just got the Kroger chicken broth, and anytime there is a choice of a low sodium, I buy that. You grill portobello and make burgers delicious, yes. All right, so I'm gonna add, and I don't know how much, I'm just gonna kind of look at it to see, because I'm gonna do it in layers. That was probably maybe a quarter of a cup. All right, so I'm just going to swish those around and let those kind of get happy in that sauce. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit to go ahead and get it melted in there to kind of halfway between low and medium. And this is on a gas cooktop, so I do have the direct flame underneath it. So actually I'm going to put it up to about medium just to kick it up just for a few minutes. You know, once I started cooking on gas, which is what I learned how to cook on when I was a kid. My mother always had a gas stove. And then I guess I had houses for a long time that didn't have gas stoves. You know, you had to do the electric, so yeah. You may even have to do this recipe this weekend. It's easy. It is very easy. And it heats up nicely. I'm doing a big batch, so Patrick and I can have dinner tomorrow night as well too, and just, you know, warm it up and do another vegetable or something. So yeah, so I kind of time it. Usually by the time I finished with another glass, it's time to add the wine to the mushrooms. We'll wait and see what happens. Okay, so all right, Laura, back up. You said that you went to the one in Chicago, the Rainforest Cafe. They have one up there. Oh my goodness. The only place I have been to in Chicago was O'Hare Airport. Yeah, I didn't make it outside the airport, just in the airport. You have one in Florida? Okay. Yeah, they're just kind of, they're not real prominent, but they are sprinkled out around, and children love them. Children love it, you know. So, we have one at, I think it's still there. That's the only one I went to, was the one over at Grapevine, which is close to DFW Airport, in a called Grapevine Mills Mall, which is like it's an outlet mall. Yeah. You drove vehicles in Chicago. You test drove vehicles in Chicago for 2 years. You test drove vehicles? Well, that sounds interesting. What did you do that for? That's got to be fun. Are you looking for problems with them, or? I'm waiting to see what she says. Okay. Yeah, she drove a car from Detroit to Chicago. For testing purposes? All right. we have, okay, the liquid, because I turned it up to medium, I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit, is starting to evaporate and get into the mushrooms. So, gonna wait a few more minutes before I add some wine to it. Yes, and, but I'm gonna show you what I also do here is, I'm gonna go ahead and season. I've got kosher salt here, and I don't measure it, I'm just gonna pick it up. If I use the low sodium, I can control the salt intake. So I've got that. And then I've got just some plain black pepper. Sprinkle that in there. Now, here's what I like to use in there. Thyme. Thyme is really good with beef, but I really like it with chicken as well too. So, I'm just going to sprinkle some in. Alright, so far we've got the mushrooms that are cooking, and we started off with a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and a heaping teaspoon of chopped up garlic, and then about a quarter cup of chicken broth. And so we're letting that kind of cook down a little bit. It's still pretty moist in there, and the mushrooms are starting to get soft. And of course, in the bottom of the pan were the drippings from searing and cooking the chicken in there. So that flavor is in there too. Okay. Your company designed the radios. So you've got to drive them just to check out the radios. It's fun. Software project manager, what fun. I did project management years ago at Sabre. That was fun, kind of. Dream job exists, yeah. So now, Laura, you live in Michigan, but you did live in Florida. So is one state where you're actually from, or are you from another state and that's just where you worked in school or whatever? No, your dad moved to Florida. Okay, all right, from Michigan. So you are an actual Michiganist, whatever y'all are called. Born and raised in Michigan. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've been to Michigan, to Benton Harbor, and to Dowagiac. So, Ann Arbor. Yeah, there too. Clara is here. Hello, Clara. We are just chit-chatting, us girls, having a little glass of wine. I hope you've got something cool to drink. I've got a little bit of Chardonnay here, and I am cooking chicken with mushroom and wine sauce. Haven't got to the wine into the sauce yet. And then we're going to have some sauteed zucchini. Pamela is saying hello to Clara. Yes. And Pamela, I got your package, and it is beautiful. I can't thank you enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a special video on it so I can style it and show you how I style that beautiful item. Because it is stinking gorgeous. Can't believe that you're going to wear that in the garden. All right, so I finished that little glass. So let me check. see where we're getting to. I kind of like to let things kind of cook down a little bit at a time before I start adding the next layer to it. So it's doing good. It's still got some of the liquid in here. So, and the mushrooms look absolutely gorgeous. So let me show you again what the mushrooms look like. They're beautiful. Of course, there it is. My stove is eating my rag. All right, I can get you up here. Here are the mushrooms. Can you see how beautiful? And they're sliding, yeah. Aren't they pretty? All right, so now I've still got the temperature, or I've got it on between low and medium. Let me grab the wine. All right, so I've got my wine, but first things first. I know, Pamela, you didn't like it, but I love it. It was so sweet of you to send that to me. But I saw a cute hat that you got today in your video. I think I got to watch it, but I didn't get to comment on it yet. Oh, and there is Demisha, my Arkansas sister, is in the house. We are, at the moment, I'm pouring me a glass of Montera. And look, it's got a B on it. Chardonnay. But we are cooking chicken with mushroom wine sauce. So we have got the mushrooms cooking, and now it's time to have this. Silver, yes. Oh, you'll take a glass? Well, girl, there you go. All right, so I'm going to pour in some Chardonnay. These mushrooms are going to be so happy. Now I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I'm going to turn it up to medium to get those heated up and get all of that happy in there just for a minute. And then I'm going to add in back the chicken and let them kind of get happy together. So this is a really easy recipe. And as far as Weight Watchers, because I'm Lifetime, but I still do the blue plan. So this is actually, the zucchini is 0. The mushrooms and the chicken, 1 serving is 1 point. So yeah. All right, DPS Wonderful World is here. And what is your name? I know it's not DPS because I think of Department of Public Safety, and that can't be your name. But you got cool cars and vehicles. But it's a place that we don't like going to. So yeah. So say hello, everybody, to the DPS Wonderful World. Allie! Okay, Allie is here. Allie is in the house. Cheers, Allie. We're having some wonderful Chardonnay, and we are cooking chicken with mushroom wine sauce for dinner tonight. And it's a very easy Weight Watcher recipe and full of flavor. And Demisha, how are you doing, darling? We need to talk. We haven't sit down and talked or FaceTime. No, we don't FaceTime. What did we do? We do something else. We talk, yeah. Oops, spell check didn't like DPS. No. We're just here having a good time. That's it. We're just hanging out. Just, just hanging out and cooking. So yeah, so we're going to, I've got another skillet here. And this is going to be for the zucchini. So first, let me stir this. This is bubbly, and it is, okay. What I'm going to do here, because I want a little bit more liquid, so I'm gonna add in. Hi, Bethany. Bethany's here. She was making Italian wedding pasta earlier when I was visiting on her channel. I know, Demisha, it's been too long, yeah. And I'm thinking maybe soon we're gonna be able to meet up. Either me come up there or you come down here. But darling, Demisha, I went thrifting today. Okay. It was good. All right, so I want to add just a little bit more liquid because I want more liquid when I put the chicken in there because I want it to heat up and it's still going to be cooking down. So I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth and a little bit more wine. And it's all kind of by eye to know what I want to do here. So I'm adding a little bit more of the chicken broth. And a little bit more wine. All right. So they're going to swim in here for a little bit. All right. So they're going to, once that starts back to boiling, then I'm going to add in my chicken. All right. So, oh yes, broth and stock, yes. And I was just saying, Bethany, do I make my own broth? No. Well, sometimes I do. When I cook a bunch of chicken in a crock pot, I strain it and then I stick it in jars in the freezer. So yeah. I know, Clara, you can't. Did your mother not measure? My mother, she's like, it's a smidgen of this and a dash of this. So yeah. So, and that's how we learn how to cook. So yeah, so Bethany, I digress here. I just bought the chicken broth, and it's the less sodium type that I like. Because it's fat-free, yeah, which is amazing. All right, so that is bubbling. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all that chicken that I seared in the pan, and I'm going to put that in there with the mushrooms. And I'm going to turn it down to low. And I kind of just scoop the mushrooms around and says, move over. Maybe if I have to put some on top to make more room. Yes. But it was Paula that was saying that she has never cooked with mushrooms. Oh my goodness, I mean, mushrooms in omelets and frittatas and mushrooms are just a wonderful invention. I mean, they're not the prettiest things, but they are a wonderful invention. My son won't eat them. My daughter will. My son can find a mushroom or a sliver of an onion from a mile away. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to pour that back in there. That was that juice that the chicken kind of left. We don't want to waste that, do we? All right. Y'all know that I always wanted to be Julia Childs, right? But not the French version, yeah. All right, somebody said, yes, broth, okay. Lois, bouillon has too much salt. Yes, yes, that's why I buy anything that has an option of low sodium, I buy it because I would like to control the sodium myself. So yeah. Yes, sauteed mushrooms are so good, yes. And I've got the wine in here, and then I'm gonna add one more little thing. Is Carla on here? My Carla is here. Hey, Carla. You could easily be Julia. Julia Charles. Well, you know, what was it, that dish? Did y'all see that movie that she did? Or it was about her. It was, oh my goodness, being Julia or becoming Julia or something like that. My daughter and I've watched, I think we may have it. We've watched it several times. But yes, I love that show. But what was that, the dish that was so hard? Oh my goodness. What was that dish? It's beef. I'm gone brain dead. Brain dead. What is the real fancy? The one with Meryl Streep? Yes. Yes. Becoming Julia or being Julia or something. The girl was a Bon Appetit, yes, was she was a writer, and she decided to take Julia's cookbook and go all the way through it. Beef bourguignon, yes. I knew you were so smart, Carla. Julie and Julia, that's the one. That is it. Okay, Dixie pops in. She's been silent all this time, and she's popped in. Hello, Dixie. Yes, I have made her beef bourguignon before, and I channeled her. I channeled her through that process, and it was friggin' amazing. It was amazing. It's one of those that takes a lot, so we don't do it a whole lot, but for special occasions, you know. And we haven't done it in a while, so maybe I may have to do it here soon, but that'd be a long, long ass video. Or live to do beef bourguignon on a live. Dixie, you just got here, but hey, you came in at the right time. You knew what I was talking about, so thank you so much. All right, so let's catch up here. We have in this skillet on low, we have the chicken getting happy in here with all the mushrooms. So what I'm going to do now in this little non-stick skillet, I'm going to turn the burner on to medium low. And for this, I'm just going to take, I love this stuff, yeah. Don't forget to like. Yes, thank you so much. I'm just going to use the olive oil spray. When I use this, it doesn't register for Weight Watcher points. So a lot of the times, I won't use, it depends what I'm doing, if I want to use the real olive oil or not, and sometimes I just want to spray with this. So what we're going to do is spray the pan that's heating up, and then I have 4 zucchinis sliced up. Now, I sliced them pretty thick. I don't know if you can see this or not. Some of them are thicker than others. But the thing is, when you saute zucchini, because there's so much moisture in them, that they just shrink up so much. So if I start off with them bigger, then they don't quite end up as small. So yeah, zucchini is good. Everything is green. You need green on your plate. And just not the time doesn't count. You need green on your plate every day. So I'm going to I'm just going to put them into the pan here. And because the chicken's already cooked, I'm just going to use the same thing here. So we're just going to start, because there's a lot of water in zucchini too. So I'm not going to have to put any zucchini. Oh, zucchini bread is awesome. Yes. That, oh my goodness. I love in the fall zucchini bread and pumpkin bread. Oh, which is zucchini is not in season in Michigan. Oh my goodness. Well, it is a summer vegetable here, and it's really reasonably priced right now. It was like 97 cents a pound, so that is not bad at all. So you only get it, okay, I guess because of your temperature rise and stuff. You bake blueberry zucchini bread in the fall. Oh, I bet that's awesome. Awesome. You know my address, Laura. You can send it to me next fall, okay? Chocolate zucchini bread? Okay, now I have not had that one. Do you just put chocolate chips in it, Dixie? And to make zucchini bread and then just sprinkle in some chocolate chips, or I don't know how else you would do that. Let me know. All right, so we have, I sprayed the pan with the oil. So now I think I will go ahead and spray a little bit of the olive oil on top of the zucchini as well. So I have here, where did it go? I've lost it. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic. Good night. Good night, Sandy. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it so much. Have a wonderful evening. And I just saw somebody else come. Ann is here. Hey, Ann. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. They sold the grocery store. No, it doesn't taste good. Cocoa and chocolate chips, like a cake. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I will know. I know I do. What is it? If you, okay. A few slices of zucchini lengthwise, just olive oil, salt, pepper, and roasting the cheese. Yes. Yes. I love zucchini almost anyway. I mean, and it's good for you. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Cindy, for coming by. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you later. Chocolate zucchini. Yes. Okay. I buy Lily's chocolate chips, which are sugar-free. And I will make banana bread. It's a Weight Watcher version of, for banana bread, to where it's in little individual loaves. And each loaf is only 2 points. So you can eat half of it is like a piece of toast, or the whole thing is 2 pieces of toast. But I will make the banana bread, and I will put in the Lily's chocolate chips. I think it's like, you can have up to 13 for no points. Yeah. And it's just enough. It's just enough. And I actually, you want to see what I snack on sometimes? I keep these in a little drawer. They're Lily's, and they're the baking chips. And these are the chocolate salted caramel flavor. And then these are the butterscotch baking chips, white chocolate style. And they've got, they're made with stevia. So you can have 28 little chips for 0 points. So yeah, so I live on points. I mean, you know, that's just, you know, trying to get back. You know, this COVID thing. Yeah, everybody talks about the COVID-15. Yes, I need to get my COVID-15 off too, so I'm working on it. So I have a friend that stuffs zucchini. Oh my goodness, rice, hamburger, and all the good spices. Now you're craving chocolate. Yes. All right. So we have chicken and mushrooms, all happy over here. It's just a low, they're in love with each other, and they're swimming in there nicely. So over here, I have just a zucchini with the olive oil spray. So what I'm going to do, find my spoon, for the zucchini, because zucchini can be a little on the bland side. So we're going to add a little bit in of, Lois, you love peanut butter. Snack on peanut butter chips and baking chips. Yeah. The COVID must go. Yes. Walk and eat well. I do. I did 3 miles this morning. Okay, so I'm taking like a half a teaspoon here. And I'm gonna put that into this pan. So I have, I don't know if y'all, let's see. I've been going to physical therapy for a month for my back that has hurt my hip, which is swelling around the sciatic nerve. So I've been going to physical therapy for that. And hopefully I'll be back up to my 5 miles very soon, but I'm trying. But we did last week, we went and did laser therapy. Patrick did it on his shoulder, and had it done on my hip and trunk area, abdomen and stuff. So hopefully that's going to start helping. Shopping was your cardio. Yeah. So that's going to be, that's where Patrick was. I mean, when he went in there, and of course, Patrick had his third shoulder surgery, January 26th. And so he's been doing therapy, physical therapy, since then. But he was like where he could lift his arm here. By the time we got through with that therapy, he could do this, and he can still do it. So we have all this high hopes about this laser therapy that that we're doing to get us back into, getting old sucks. You eat right, you exercise, and you change yourself to a low buy this year. Well, that's good. But I've seen some of your thrifting videos. I've seen you get your thrifting box and stuff, so. All right, zucchini with the olive oil spray, and the garlic is all in here. So it is just it's just sizzling a little bit. So, but I want to add in some salt and pepper. So I've got just plain black pepper. And a little bit of salt in there, not much. So that's just kind of cooking a little bit, so we're just kind of waiting to see. And in shop new stores, yes, 13 second is allowed. Okay, well at least you have your rules. So 2 months this month I need new socks and tees. You always need new socks and tees. Target had some great sales last week on t-shirts, and I love their t-shirts there. So, but if online, Laura, if you can go to the thrifting stores online, I absolutely love, who is it, J. Crew and Loft Tees, that are that cotton linen blend. I'm not going to go pay the store prices, but I'll get them thrifting, and those are great items to have as well too. But you can thrift those for what you can pay for new ones for like a 50% cotton blend at Target. So. Yeah, those are basic needs. Basic needs, yes. You did buy a few? Okay, yeah. Did you buy thrifted or did you buy new? Yeah. Now, Demisha, you were looking for white and black. Okay. Demisha, you have got something new coming up on your closet reformation or something, a special that you're doing or whatever you want to tell us about that. Demisha is a stylist, and she I don't want to say that she specializes in closets, but she does a lot of work in helping people to revisit their closet and to figure out what they really need and what they really don't need. And she does this online as well too. All right, we have, oh my goodness, it smells so good. These little zucchinis are so doing their little thing. I could have almost needed a bigger skillet for the zucchini, but all right, so we've got those cooking, the chicken and the mushrooms. Oh my goodness, let's see. These look, it looks so good. So I'm gonna turn this off for a second because I want to show you how this chicken looks. It looks so good. Now, can y'all see that? I don't want to dump it out on the floor, but can y'all see all that chicken and the mushroom and the good? Oh, it smells so good. So good. So I'm just going to leave it cooking on low while the zucchinis cook. Yes, it is. It's, and this is one of those simple recipes. Very simple. So, yes, so, all right, so that's your next dream job, curating wardrobe and organizing closets. Oh my goodness. Well, you need to talk to Demisha. That's what she does. Both actually, Demisha and I took our styling courses from Christy Riesel, who is very, very well known here on YouTube. She's from Canada, and she does stylist classes, and it's so in-depth and it's so interesting, and it was worth the money. It really was worth the money. Yes, your mini restyle solution. Geez, that looks so neat. Yes, it is. It will be. Laura, you might want to think about that sometime. I mean, you know, if you're interested in, she's just absolutely fabulous. I love her to pieces. Yeah. It's, you know, Demisha is just, I mean, she loves closets. I mean, she is. Joey's here. Hey, Joey. Yes, I learned so much from her. Yeah. So, it's I don't want to say it's hard doing it online, but she's always there for if you need to reach out to her through email and stuff. So it's a good avenue if it's something that you want to pursue. So I would say go for it, girl. So yeah. So Joey Riddle is here, my sweet friend from Las Vegas. Joey, are you back doing videos regularly, or are we just going to see your beautiful face just once in a while? We've missed you so much. So yeah, I watched your Max Factor, and oh my God, that brought back memories. Max Factor pancake makeup. Well, we need to get together and do a collab of some sort. We just need to. But I am cooking. I am making, Joy, you missed it, I am making chicken with mushroom wine sauce. A white wine sauce at that, yeah. And sauteed zucchini is what we're having, because we must have green on our plate. And this is all of this is a Weight Watcher version but it's still loaded with flavor. There is no points in the zucchini, and there is only 1 point in the chicken, in the mushroom sauce. So this is, because this is so low, I can hear my one, because this is where the points are. So, these are doing wonderfully. Yes. So, all right, so how is everybody doing? I go back, I think I'm scheduled for my second shot, my vaccine shot, on the 21st of April. Now, here's the kicker. Here's what I did not understand. Well, there's so many things I don't understand about it, but no one will answer me. Imagine that. But I got my first shot, when was it? Over a week ago. 5 days later, my next door neighbor gets her first shot. But she's scheduled for her second shot a day before me. So I don't understand that. So it is what it is, but I just want to get it over with and stop wearing the damn mask. I had beautiful lipstick on today, and I came home after wearing that dang mask. It was all over my lips. I had to do my foundation over just to do it because it just smeared it. I'm so sick of those damn masks. Yeah. The whole thing is weird. Yeah. Patrick goes next week to get his first. They have now, before it was the county was just doing all of the shots and stuff. Now, one of the large hospital groups, Texas Health South, is starting to do them. So because he was registered with Tarrant County, they're spreading them off to other things to do it. And let's see, last week, my daughter, who works at Blvd, which is a kidney dialysis, that's her new job since she got laid off from American Airlines and is not flying anymore. So she is working as a technician for kidney dialysis, and she's waiting. We're down to 12 days now. She has to hear about her application for nursing school. So, but they just came in. They just showed up at DeVita one day and said, "Hey, we've got doses here." And then they're going to come back on a certain day and do the second round. So she didn't have to go register. Well, I guess because they're considered healthcare. So they didn't have to. And they were doing any of the patients that were there as well, too. So it was just like, wow, we have to jump through hoops. But here's the big question. Here is a big question. The paperwork that I had to fill out said, do you have insurance? And if not, but it first says it costs you nothing. But if you have insurance, we need your insurance card. And we need your driver's license. If you don't have insurance, we just need your driver's license. And I'm thinking, if it costs me nothing, why do you need my insurance card? So is my insurance going to be paying for mine plus others? I'm waiting to see if I get anything from the insurance company saying that there's a charge on it. Yeah, Polly, you had to give yours too? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just like, that didn't make sense, but what the crap has been going on makes any sense. So yeah. So, but see, that's a good question, Paula. See, yeah, it's just like, and I asked them that, and when I was there, and they just looked at me like I was, like I had, what is it, the guy from was it, Christmas Story, like I got lobsters crawling out of my ears. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just like, yeah. All right, so, okay, Joey, you said something, there's how exciting, fingers crossed, yes. She has, okay, she's got a degree in business management. So she's got a lot of her classes and she's already taken her prerequisites and stuff. So I guess it all triggers around the test that you have to take before you apply, which is called the HESI. And she made a 94 on the HESI. And of course, she was extremely upset with herself because she didn't make at least a 95. But, a little overachiever. But, so she's waiting. She has 12 more days before they notify everybody who gets into the program or not, because it's apparently very competitive to get into nursing school. I know when she checked into it when she was up at Texas Women's, which is one of the top nursing school programs in the state here. I mean, you had to have a 4.0 before they'd even look at you, you know. So yeah, Bethany is leaving. So Bethany, okay, Bethany, are you still here? Bethany, aren't you a nurse, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, so, you're in the nursing field or something, so yes, okay, all right, so she got a 94 on the HESI. Nursing school sucks. I can only imagine. And she's going to be working part-time at Blvd while she's doing it too, but she is really getting her feet wet in doing the dialysis, and it's a completely different thing. But she did have a patient the other day that came in so excited because they got notified that they had to go in the next day for their transplant. So she was very, very excited that something good happened to one of her patients there. So that was just, sometimes you just need something good to happen in those situations, because sometimes it seems to where it's just all bad. So yeah. So I'm going to tell her, Bethany, that you said a 94 was a good score, because she's very paranoid about that. So yeah, and Bethany just hit her 1,000 subscribers, yes. So Joey, we need to, I've got your email, we need to talk or chit chat or something. Keep me posted. Much luck, I will. Yeah, she's counting the days down. They have up until 13 more days, so she'll be over here in the morning to walk with me. So hopefully, so you go take care of your kids. You got a little toddler going to bed, and oh my goodness, you're an hour ahead of us. So yeah. So thank you so much, Bethany, for stopping in. And I think she's going live on Friday doing a ladies' lunch or something. That's going to be fun. So yeah. So we are still, these zucchinis are still, maybe because the pan isn't quite as big, but it's still, they're still cooking and getting yummy here and everything. But the mushrooms and all of this, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because I don't want any more to evaporate. That it's just yummy, 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 yummy in my tummy. So yeah, so all right, ladies, it has been, oh my goodness, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. I can't thank you enough for stopping by here and saying hello and visit with me while we're cooking. So let me see if I can take a bite real quick. Hold on. Because isn't that what Julia would do? She would always take a bite. Carla, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you so much. So we're gonna take a bite of the chicken and see how it tastes here real quick, because Julia would do that. So I'm just gonna get a little piece, a bite of the chicken and a little piece of the mushroom. Thank you, Pamela, for stopping by. Here's the chicken and the mushroom. It's hot. It is wonderful, and it's not heavy. It's very flavorful, but it's light but flavorful, and so it is awesome. So, all right, ladies, thank you so much for coming by and visiting with me and hanging out with me while I'm cooking. And if you try this recipe, let me know what you think. So yeah, so I love you to pieces, ladies. So thank you so much for coming by again. I appreciate it. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I'll see you next time. Bye.